Today guys, we're going to try to beat the heat and we're going to try to get some trees cleared for our new fence line before it gets too hot. Sorry about that. Hey guys, my name is Evan and welcome to Country View Acres. So today, or this morning, I just cleared all these sassafras trees that have been growing up through here. And we had cleared this before and we left the big ones, but you saw all the small little saplings had grown back up. It was a nice little grove of trees here because our fence line is going to run right through here. So I think I've got everything cut down that I need gone. I hate to cut down too many trees because shade is a good thing too. So all of these were pretty much right within 2-3 feet of where that fence is going to go on either side. So I think we're good now for here. Since those trees do grow back, we will have to try to do something to try to kill the stumps or the roots to keep them from growing back right through the fence that we're going to put up. So we're going to have to try to do something for that as well. But right now I'm going to go ahead and grab the grapple. We're going to do some tractor work probably for the rest of the video. We're going to grab the grapple. We're going to clean up all this brush. Then we're going to bring the brush hog in here and we'll probably clean this area up, but the big job is cleaning up the fence line. And when I say fence line, I mean this old fence line right here. So there's a woven wire fence in there somewhere. There's fence posts and an old woven wire fence, but you can't see it because of all the trees, blackberries, and brush that's growing through there. So we're gonna try to clear this up to the fence as best we can all the way down this line. We're gonna try to clean that up with the brush hog. May have to use the chainsaw again. We'll just have to wait and see, but that's what we got planned for today's video. So let's go ahead and grab the tractor. let me show you about the dangers that lie underneath here. You see that? It may look like a board, but it's not. That is a piece of angle iron, like 2.5 inch, 3-inch angle iron in the ground right here. Look at that. Now that is a bunch of crap. That could have really tore up the lawnmower. Well, that ended up being, I think, a pair of like winter coveralls, and then I'm not sure what that is. But we're starting to get into some trash. There's actually a pit that they had dug here to bury trash in and like burn it, and we've ran into that several times, and this is just one area we haven't cleaned up. They have a hole dug there, and it's just full of junk. That hole they got dug probably goes 30 feet along this fence line. So we're just going to avoid that because we're just going to keep on hitting stuff. This is just going to be one of them areas that I'm going to have to clean up later. Eventually get a dumpster, try to get all this stuff picked up and put in a dumpster. And then there's a pile of dirt here as well. And then put the dirt back in the hole and cover everything up. But for our purposes, for this fence line, we're just going to jog. We're going to take a jog and go around this to the other end. And I knew we were going to run into this because I've known this has been here for a while. It's just I've never got to cleaning it up yet. All right, I think we got all the trees and brush cleared out that we wanted to, so we've got this path that direction, and then we tried to clean up along this fence line as best as we could. Now, well, at the very end of the video, while I was trying to finish the very end, I had a GoPro magnetized to the back of the tractor filming the brush hog. Well, I must have hit something pretty good that jolted it off. I used like a 50-pound magnet, and the GoPro fell off, went under the bush hog, and it got destroyed. So here's the GoPro that I was using. I don't know if you can see the top of that, but it's all cracked and destroyed. So I was able to get the card out of it. I had to pry on it a little bit. I got the card out. It looks like it's going to work. Looks like I'm gonna still have all my footage, so that's good. So I'm just gonna have to order me another GoPro. But always afraid that the GoPro is gonna fall off the tractor and fall underneath something. And the brush hog's probably the worst thing for it to have fell off under. So, oh well. I guess that's just part of it when you're messing with the tractor and trying to film stuff. You start putting your cameras in some dangerous locations where they're really close to getting torn up. And today it did. So this area here is where there's a hole on the other side filled with trash and boards and a bunch of stuff. And then what we're seeing here, this is all like all the dirt they dug out of the hole. So the dirt's here, the hole's on the other side, just full of junk. And this whole property was just, you know, it's covered in trash. There's trash everywhere. When we bought this property, we'll come in a little closer. You can see all the trash and boards and everything they've thrown in this hole. There's a lawn chair. I don't know. There's just a ton of junk in there. And I guess that's how they got rid of trash in the past, right? Didn't have a dump, so then they just made their own dump on their own property. So we'll clean that up eventually. But then I got this all cleaned out here along the fence row. And you can see the old woven wire fence here. But it's not very tall. I bet you that's not even 3 feet tall. Easy for animals to get out of for sure. So not gonna be good enough for us. There's a whole opening right here. Used to have a gate or something there, I assume. Now as I was going down this way, somewhere in here, the camera fell off. I must have, this was all blackberries and brush. Something must have knocked the camera off. So this here was the only thing that the mower really hit and didn't like at all. This is an old hedge post. You can kind of tell by the, you know, kind of the orange color of the wood. These do not rot, and these are hard as a rock, and the brush hog did not like that at all. So this last run of fence that's gonna go along here, we may trim some of these limbs. We're gonna run this fence down, and then we're just gonna jog it around the hole of trash that's over there and then run it to the other end. I think that's gonna be it for today. Too bad I broke my GoPro. But other than that, everything I think went fairly well. No other big hiccups. So I'm one step closer to getting this thing fenced in and at least moving the steers over here so they can at least eat some of this grass that's here. It's just going to waste. Plus it'll give us another area to be able to put the billy goats and move them over here. And my plan is to eventually take this white barn and turn that into a livestock barn. I still got some stuff in there, tools and equipment. And once we get everything moved out of there, we're gonna switch that over to a livestock barn and keep animals in there as well. But that's it for today, guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.